Raila and Ruto shook hands yesterday to mean that there was a reunion between the two of them, Raila and Ruto. Ruto is the president of this country. Raila is the former prime minister of this country. After losing the AUC chair, His Excellency came back to his country, to his home, and now they shook hands, having better plans, as they said, better plans, for this country. For me, that's a good thing. Yeah, if you are to ask me, so long as the issues and the agenda of the Kenyan citizens are addressed, talking about health, talking about unemployment, and many other factors in different sectors. So long as these issues will be addressed and the reunion of the two of them will make people now free, will make people come out from the seats of suffering, then that reunion is meaningful. But that is not my point at this particular point in time. My point, what I want to address is Raila's fate and bid for the seat of the president. There is something that I want us to discuss. I want to address to you as my fellow Kenyans about Raila's fate and bid for the seat of the president. I came to realize that a lot of us are short of history. They think that Raila's handshake just began the other day. I want to bring to your attention that Raila's handshake stems back way in 1997. In 1997. I want to explain pole pole, slowly by slowly, so that we understand Raila's fate for the seat of the president, Raila's bid for that seat, and why maybe he wasn't destined to be the president of this country, Kenya. Let's bring our attention to 1997. I want you to bring your memories closer. For those of us who aren't in this dimension, for those of us who maybe have read it in books, in 1997, Raila stood for the seat of the president, but he became number 3. The elections were in favor of the then president, Moi, at that time, went to be with our Lord. Moi became number 1, Matiba became number 2, then Raila number 3. So he lost the seat in 1997. Now, the first handshake actually was after the 1997 elections. Raila came and joined KANU, that is the party of President Moi, the government party by that time. So he shook hands the first time ever with President Moi in around 2001 there, when he joined the party, and actually was given a good position at that time. By that time, he was the minister. I mean, he was the MP of Lang'ata. But he was also given a SecGen position around that time when he joined KANU, which was was Moi's party by then. So that is the first time Raila shook hands after losing the 1997 election in 1997. But somewhere in 2002, because remember, he became the SecGen of KANU. He shook hands with President Moi with a feeling that joining KANU, maybe Moi would endorse him as the successor, in the 2002 now coming election. Because remember, time was running out. So Raila was trying to forge all means for which he could actually become the successor of Moi in the 2002 election. Remember, now we are now in the multipartism regime, where now it's not a one-party state. And now, after the 1997 election, Moi's fate for president was to last only until 2002. When Raila realized that, when he realized that now Moi couldn't endorse him for that seat, for that successor thing, he resigned in 2002, and then Moi endorsed Kenyatta, who is the son to the first president of this country. So he resigned from KANU, Raila, then he went, merged with other parties, supported Kibaki. Kibaki became the president. of this country in 2002, Moi now was removed completely after that last term in 2002. Then things began faring on very well from 2002. If you remember, 2003, hivyo 2004, then 2005 came. They started having frictions. Raila and Kibaki now started having a few frictions. We had PNU and ODM being born by that time. We went for a referendum around 2005. There were a bit of frictions between him and Moi in 2007. And Kibaki in 2007. The two of them stood as candidates for president 2007. Most of the people's wishes was that Raila will take the seat, will win the seat actually in 2007. But it didn't happen. At long last, tables were turned in favor of Kibaki. Kibaki became the president. Then we had the post-violence election that happened in 2007. People lost their life, a lot of businesses closed down, people lost their homes and everything. So we had the clashes in 2007. But again, even with the mediation of Kofi Annan, still we went for nusu mkate. The president still was Mwai Kibaki, then Raila was the prime minister. It was a nusu mkate thing. Raila shook hands with President Kibaki, but still not having the seat. In 2017, where now we have the servers checking in, technology sasa imepanda and everything is happening quickly. We have servers, we have IT experts, we have everything on board, and we didn't suspect anything could transpire. But still, the elections were in favor of Kenyatta in 2017. Then we had frictions in the country. We had frictions in the country in terms of people not attending to their duties due to frictions, clashes, vita hapa na pale. Raila shook hands with Kenyatta in 2017 again, so that to stabilize the economy, as it was said, to stabilize the economy, to avoid frictions, nini na nini. They shook hands in 2017. We all saw. In 2022, Raila akasimama tena kiti, but again Ruto akamtoa. I don't know, the servers and everything in place, but still he lost the seat. Now we have the AUC seat where Raila again vied for that seat. He got support from our current president, President William Samoei Ruto, but again he lost the seat, came back to this country. Now they're shaking hands again with Ruto. Just the other day, they shook hands with, again, better plans, proper plans for the country to avoid a lot of frictions here and there. Now, there have been a lot of events that have transpired leading to Raila shaking hands with his opponents. Looking back from 1997, Raila shaking hands with his opponents, hapa na pale, losing and shaking hands. The point, what I want to bring close to each and every person, I want each and every person to understand that Raila is built to be a statesman. His Excellency, the former Prime Minister of this country, Raila Amolo Odinga, was built. That is what he's been assigned by the universe. He is built to be the statesman. Raila is built to be a statesman. Raila ni mtetezi wa haki, anapigania uhuru ya wananchi. Now, with that personality, you can never even smell the seat of the president. That is what I want each and every person to understand. Raila is a statesman. He's a respected political leader. Raila is built to be a freedom fighter. Raila is built to be an opposition leader. Raila is not built to be the president of this country. Even though he even wants to be the president, he yearns to be the president. He wants to have that seat, even for a second. Raila is created or is built to fulfill the wishes of his dad, the first vice president of this country, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who was also a statesman equally. So it's not the question of whether he was cast or not cast to have that seat. Raila is assigned a different role that most of us do not understand. Raila is assigned to be a statesman. He's assigned to be a freedom fighter. He's assigned you know, to ensure that his people have better living conditions, have freedom to express the. I mean, if you want to date even back to history, multipartyism, who was the spearhead. Raila Amolo Odinga fought for freedom, multipartyism, and now he fought for this constitution. We can now talk the way we want. That is what he was built to. That personality is not meant to conform with the presidential seat. That personality is meant to conform to opposition side of the government. Raila is built to criticize the government. Raila is built to fight for the wishes of his people. He's not built to be the president of this country. That is what each and every person should come to understand. Because if you look at the AUC chair, we don't have people there, like now we will say maybe there were corruption in servers. We don't have such excuses. But again, he still lost the seat. You see? So Raila is meant to be the opposition. He's meant to be an opposition leader. Raila is not built to be the president, because if he becomes the president of this country, then his wishes for the people, his bid for the people, his fight for the people will not conform to that personality. Raila is only created and is only assigned by the universe or by the creator to fulfill the wishes of the people, to fight for freedom, to fight for the constitution, to fight for a proper living. And that only conforms to opposition. That conforms to him becoming a statesman, not the president of the country.